Good morning. May the peace of the Lord be with you. The rise in the numbers of COVID cases and the rise in the number of those who are now in the hospital because of this virus, and the lack of hospital beds that are available, these have prompted our COVID assessment team to seek the counsel and advice of some of the physicians in our church. We have sought their advice on how that we are to move forward in these days and the best course of action for our church. These physicians and a majority of the COVID team are now recommending that we return to wearing masks in our worship services and also practice social distancing. And I doubt that any of us want or prefer to wear masks, but we do believe this is the best plan to help curtail the spread of the virus and also to provide a safer place of worship and gathering. And we're asking that you would do this for the benefit not just of yourself, but for others. When Jesus was asked by a religious legal expert, what's the greatest commandment? He said the greatest commandment is to love the Lord with all your heart, mind, and strength. And he said, and the second is like it, to love your neighbor as yourself. And the Lord would be saying to us that all of life, our actions hinge on this commandment, to love God completely and to love others like ourselves. And when he says that the second is like the first, it's a word that means on the same plane or equal. And so it's not that we should see these as two separate commandments, but one commandment with two parts. Love God with all of our heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love our neighbor as ourselves. And maybe loving God is a little clearer to us, but what does it mean to love our neighbor as ourselves? In the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew chapter 7, Jesus gives us good commentary on this thought. He says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. However you want people to treat you, treat people in that same way. I don't want someone coughing and sneezing and transmitting a virus to me. So I'm going to do my part to make sure that I don't transmit something to others. And so we're asking you to wear a mask. We're asking you to do this out of your love and care for your brothers and sisters in Christ, for the people that we love, those with whom we worship each Sunday. Face coverings, masks, are not so much for the purpose of helping or preventing us from contracting this virus, but they're designed to help avoid transmitting the virus. The aerosolized saliva in our mouths expel when we cough or sneeze or talk. Masks help prevent those particles from transmitting this virus. So understand that we're not asking you to do this for just your good, but for the good of others. And this is not a selfish act on our part, but it's a selfless act. And the Apostle Paul was writing to the church at Philippi. This is in chapter 2 of Philippians, verses 3 and 4. He says, don't do anything out of selfish ambition or conceit, but consider others more significant than yourself. Put the needs of others before your own interest. Glenn Campbell said it this way: let me be a little braver when temptations around me waver. Let me strive a little harder to be all that I should be. Let me be a little meeker to my brother who is weaker. and think a little more of others and a little less of me. Thank you for your cooperation, and we'll look forward to seeing you in church. May God bless you.